Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm here in Mount Jerome Cemetery today in Dublin, an historical cemetery with wonderful monuments. So here guys, we have beautiful monuments in Mount Jerome. The place is covered in monuments all over. So I'm going to take you up this direction here and show you around a few of the areas in the cemetery. And just up here is a lovely sculpture of an angel. But before that, we'll have a look at this Celtic cross here, with lovely designs and Celtic knots. And the workmanship on this is just amazing, as you can see. And it's William Thomas Sanderson, and he died in 1828. And as we move up along, we'll come across more of these beautiful resting places. And this one here is a statue of an angel, and the detail on this is amazing as well, with the wings and the star on top of her head, and she's pointing towards heaven. And it says, in loving memory of John M. Nicholson, J.P., who fell asleep on April the 14th, 1899, and of Caroline, his wife, who passed away 5 days earlier. So there wasn't much between these two people when they died, so it's very sad to see. It's very heartbreaking to see something like that, but I'm sure they're at peace. So as we go up a bit further on our journey in this beautiful cemetery, the place is so big it would take a long time to get around all of it, so I'm going to do whatever I can do today and show you as much as I can. So come along with me, we'll check this out. Here's another beautiful monument as well, and it's hard to see the writing on that. So we'll keep walking along and we'll check out what's on our journey here as well. There's one here, it's a chest tomb, and the colours even on this, the dark and the grey colours is lovely looking, and it says the vault of Francis Gore, Esquire, 1845. And it's just lovely the way it's laid out with all those designs and the sides of it and the work that and details and the work that went into it. Must have took a long time and a lot of money back in the day to make this masterpiece. But it's just lovely to see. And just to hear one across from it is actually another urn with a veil draped halfway on it, which I believe means that somebody who was buried here had a very short life, or their life was cut short. And it's a lovely design. Jane rests here. We'll go up along a bit further and we'll come across more here, and it's so big and large, and I'm sure there's hundreds, maybe hundreds of thousands of people buried here. It's so big. And this one here, the only and beloved daughter. And it's hard to read it because it's faded out, probably due to the weather, but it's the family vault, and it's lovely detail on that one as well. The colour of the white urn. And a lot of these gravestones here have urns on top of them as designs. There's another grave actually that I want to check out today here as well, as a well-known Dublin criminal by the name of Martin Cahill, also known as the General. I'll be looking for his grave today, so if I show you that grave later, guys, I'll also put more details up about it as well. And I'll put a link in under the description as well in the video about it. And his grave was actually vandalised a couple of years ago, and there's not much to see in the grave, only that his resting place is there. It's on Find a Grave. And he was shot dead in Dublin, and he was a big criminal in the 80s, 90s here in Dublin. There was a movie actually made about him where Brendan Gleeson played the part of him. So this one here, guys, is lovely as well. It's a cross statue, and there's lovely detail in this one as well, as you can see. There's lovely flowers made of stone and a lovely bow there as well in the design of it. So a lot of work and detail into this one as well. And Frances L. Ringland is buried here. Lizzie Gray Ringland, daughter of the late James D. Paul, who interred into rest 15th September 1897, aged only 26 years old, so very young. But a beautiful design. This place is very Gothic looking. The Victorian people knew how to bury their dead and really done it in style. And as we move up along here, this is another area in the cemetery with a lot of monuments here on this side as well. And this is a very large resting place here and a monument as well. I'm guessing this monument is at least 20 feet tall, and there's also an urn here as well with a very large drape or veil flowing down the side of this as well, and it's erected to the memory of Lucy Hurley, the beloved wife of Cha Newburgh Tisdall Esquire and daughter of the late Alexander Elliot Esquire. And he died in 1849, aged 25 years old. There's a funeral here today, so I'm trying to stay away from the church area as much as possible and trying to be respectful to the people that are here today. This tree beside this monument is just beautiful looking as well. Eerie looking, but beautiful. So big. And as we look around, we'll continue on our journey and see what we can find in this beautiful cemetery. This one here, it's a small monument, but great detail again, as you can see the legs on the bottom of it and designs. It was erected by Martha in memory of her beloved husband Thomas Fry. This one here next door to it is really nice and caught my eye. As you can see the side of it here, the details is like little cherubs or angels with wings and lovely detail. So Serenity Sue is here with me today. She's videoing and looking around the cemetery as well and checking it out. So this is Francis Maher Esquire, barrister at law, died the 12th of December, and I think that's in Roman numerals, so I wouldn't understand that really, but I will look it up and edit. And the design here on it as well is like a skull. Now this design looks like to me, it's like a pentacle, is it? St. David's cross maybe or something, or St. David's star. And there's another cherub angel on the other side of it here as well, and the detail is just amazing. The sculptures that did this and the time they put into doing these monuments, it's just so amazing to see. And on the far side of it, it says the family vault of Thomas Neville, Esquire, of Ballymore, County Galway, which is in my neck of the woods, guys, County Galway. So it's nice to see somebody from that part of Ireland at rest. And all these monuments across the way, we've just seen this one across here, and there's just lots and lots of monuments here in this cemetery. It's so large. And here's another nice one here, chest tomb. It's hard to know where to go. You'd easily get lost in this cemetery, it's so large, but I'm going to do my best and get around and see what we can find. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll put part 2 up very soon. God bless.